Fiat on the.
你有找？有看到冰块的吗？和上一次的冰块。是啊。对啊，就是刚。Okay, I'll be right there, outside. So you'll be able to see me.
You should be outside and not behind the glass. So this is all part again of the state of Alaska, which is by far the largest state in the Union. Alaska is larger than Texas, California, and Montana combined. If you were to put Alaska on the lower 48, it would cover a good portion of the midsection. The panhandle of Alaska would touch the shores of Georgia, and of course the Aleutian Islands would stick almost 1,000 miles into the Pacific Ocean. So it is by far the largest state. It entered the Union in 1959, January of 1959. It entered as the 49th state. Actually, it was supposed to be the 50th state. Hawaii and Alaska were both vying for statehood. And they both were first because we have this big deal coming up with Hollywood. And so let Alaska go first. So Alaska entered the Union in January of 1959, and Hawaii entered the Union in August of 1959. Alaska making it the 49th state, making Hawaii the 50th state, thus giving birth to that TV series, Hawaii Five-0. Just kidding. Back, there's two glaciers, the North Sawyer and the South Sawyer. Again, Mr. Bancho named both of them, but we're not sure where he really got that name from. But Benjamin Franklin Tracy was a brigadier general during the Civil War, of course later became an attorney, again ran unsuccessfully for the mayor of New York City. Iceberg, it has to be at least 14 feet. Anything over 14 feet constitutes what is called an iceberg. Anything under 14 feet is considered a bergy bed, or it is also referred to as a growler. So a growler or a bergy bed under 14 feet. If it's over 14 feet, then it becomes an iceberg. Icebergs vary in size. The largest icebergs, of course, you will find in Antarctica. Icebergs that pass the ship as
Mommy, why is it?
So how did we enter it from down coming here and then this is all
All the way up here. We went up to step.
now when he's making it
Mommy, where did we go?
oh, so you just come down, make a turn, and then go back. We're just
Where did we start?
Well, there's a lot of ice in the water, so it could be two things. There's a lot of ice or no ice. But before that, you will gather some of the best crew members England has to offer. The best artist, the best naturalist, the best doctor. He will be awarded an instrument called the H4 time chronometer, which was worth more than the entire ship. The time chronometer would allow Cook to measure longitude in accurate time as opposed to the old lunar.
澳洲當地你隔離去嗰啲當地。
咁佢如果講完心係你中意嚟，中意白咁佢分叉兩條，分叉兩條，對埋隻電話你嗰啲慢慢用軟件透明，所以你話點解嗰個白色嘅質都用晒啦？透明，慢慢用。睇個幾少嘅冰糖、冰沙，俾佢沖入嚟好大嚿整下細嚿，攞就核啲細嚿核咗幾日喐咗出嚟外邊都白嘅，都唔喐，呢個睇你我就唔喐，海面嗰度都唔喐，冇出嚟，好似用喐喎，你海面嗰度And I don't know what it is. So when I get to that, then I want to start deleting pictures in order There was a nice glacier in there, but it's fogged over. Oh. I mean, if you have when you see it, you got to take a picture right now. Right. I asked her.
Yeah, you can see that.
Oh, there, it's up there in front of us. Oh, yeah.
Everybody started away from icy.
Oh, there was another ship coming down with us last week. With the pilot.
Coming up where?
Wherever we were sailing last night.
Oh yeah.
Follow the same road, so they follow vegetation. So that's why
That fjord so violently that it created a tsunami over 1,600 feet. And that wave had rushed through the fjord. There was a fishing fleet in that fjord hiding from the ocean. During that account, people actually witnessed this wave come roaring through the fjord at 1,600 dome shape. Those volcanoes, when they erupt, they're considered very tame. And so when they erupt in Hawaii, people run to the eruptions, as opposed to an eruption here, people would run away from those eruptions because they're very explosive. They're notorious for things like pyroclastic flows. And again, tectonic plates slamming and pushing these mountains upwards. Now, you're already seeing some of the scratch marks caused by the glaciers. Also in the rock, you see lines of different colors or different shades. It looks like somebody went with a paint. That's a good thing. It could mean that one, there's too much ice as we move towards back, or it could mean that all the ice back there is spread out, allowing us to travel easily through. So we'll see when we get closer towards the back. As I mentioned in the beginning, the captain and our Alaskan pilot will make that decision, which is the best and the safest scenic advantage for us. So it all depends on ice. Of course, if it's not safe, we just don't go. So we'll see that when we get through. I'm gonna go out on the limb, and I'm gonna say that it's gonna be fine when we get back there. I'm also gonna go out on the limb and say when we exit, we may get some size of a apartment building goes crashing into the water. The sound it makes is a sound you will never, ever forget. And you only can hear that from the bow of the ship. Another thing is that all the ice in the water is creating a sound, a crackling sound. And you can hear it if you be quiet on the bow of the ship. What this is that the ice in the water, a lot of it is not very dense. It has frozen oxygen from years in the past. And so say 100 years ago, this ice captured some of that oxygen and froze it. And now that the ice is in the water, and it's in salt water, so fresh water and salt water, of course, allows the ice to melt quickly. So as it's melting, it's releasing oxygen, and that crackling sound you hear is exactly that. And so the air that you're breathing outside is as fresh and as pure as can be. Because in many cases, it's releasing oxygen that was trapped over 100 years ago. And only now it's releasing it. And then very soon, I want you to keep an eye out for what looks like sausages on ice. And sausages on ice are nothing but harbor seals that are sitting up on the ice. Harbor seals come in here to give birth during the summer because it's a safe haven. Harbor seals are small. They're about 4 feet in length. They're no ear flaps, small front fins. They're quite awkward on land, but they're excellent swimmers. They come in here to give birth because
I know it's freezing in the city, but we're just going to talk about it. Yeah, I know, it's freezing cold. And this is now it's going to say it.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
The next one,
But then I'll put it myself. Yeah, but we have a conversation. It's good.
all right, there's the top part of the Sawyer Glacier. So right around the corner, there it is, the very top. It looks like he's gonna make an attempt to go through the small ice in front of us.
It would make it, you know, chứ đừng quên. Bây giờ phải ngủ thì
Then I don't know, maybe not.
Lầu ngoài chắc thấy nó đẹp hơn vào để đại đô mặt thấy nhập tiền thấy người kia là thấy nó lông lịch sử thấy nó lông cái gì
Somebody will be taking pictures. Now maybe this isn't the 11th part.
Sawyer Glacier. So a beautiful opportunity. It looks like the captain is going to get us pretty close. So like I said, we've been here 14 times, and out of the 14 times, we've only seen it 4 times. So today we'll make it 5 times. And so we're quite fortunate to come up this close. And what we're going to look for, of course, is calving. And what you're looking at simply is a frozen river of ice. Basically, that's what it is. So again, in a nutshell, 24 miles inland, there's an area where it snows every single out of the ice, but because the ice is so dense and so tight, when it absorbs the light, it only allows the blue color to bounce back out. So all the other colors in the rainbow get trapped. And the only wavelength that can escape is blue, because blue is the smallest of the wavelengths. So that is what our eyes see, is that color blue. So again, the soft soil glacier, the face of the glacier, again, the idea is that we're going to point our energies towards that ice so we get some calving. Of course, as we depart, the captain will rotate the ship completely. At some point, when we leave the aft.
Look up close at this thing and get an idea how big it is. No, just the whole blue chunk. That's 1/10 of it showing.
Chiếc này bên nội hay chiếc này còn thì biết đồng chiếc còn đang là chuyện mình chiếu sẽ chiếu đều phải xịt chả mình giúp để về mình chiếu qua cái thiền ngay từ gì đó one flat piece over there and then it was 9 or 10 right there. Did you? Yeah. This is a toy hay gì? Yeah. Hay nó phèn chứ cái này cái nạn dài nó chè. Wow, này cái mẹ chín nào.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. Actually follow the shoreline. Yeah, let me see.
On the starboard side for me to turn the ship around to give you a good view of the glacier. I'm afraid that's not going to happen today. We are kind of locked in by seals on our port side of ice floats and I cannot plow through them, and rocks on the starboard side, so this is as close as I can get to the glacier without disturbing the seals, and I will not be able to turn the ship and give the starboard side.
But I know it does our
Boy, you can really see these little guys up there.
5 minutes, and we're just here, and I think I'm gonna go downstairs and see if I can get outside.
I'll have to, gonna show you.
Okay. Oh, lots. Lots. My mom just and my sister lives there. So I go up and I still love it.
Eso, allá.
Vamos.
My first I just want to warn you, there's people coming back. Yeah. Okay, good girl. They said, will you look after our Look at this one over there. So many on there. I mean, to me, all of that. I spent the whole day quarantined in my house. I got severely ill.
How blue that is.
Yes.
And that's why they stayed there. My father ran away from home. We went down to the States. Pretended his parents were dead. He was a stepson.
Okay.
And he had been all over the States. He'd been all over the place. So he knew that there were sources of years. So when he married my mother,
See, my husband to be an open expanse. He said, but he's for a farmer and a doctor. He loves me.
Look, you can see my toes sticking out. What's it like down there? What's it like down there?
You'll be frozen today.
Well, we've been got practice and everything on
Three?
4.
4 times 16.
Can't get in because there's too much ice, right? But we're at great tail end of the warm season. Like next week now it's starting to get cold.
Not only that, 5 days ago.
City hailstone. City hailstone.
I was just telling her. I was just telling her, I said, I got out in the day, and there was the man right there, and I said, he was so tall.
I skipped up at 2 o'clock and doing something.
Oh, I'll go at 2 o'clock on vacation. I can go. Because it's just after that, that's the dance starts. So if we're gonna sing it, we have to do it now.
Well, let's go and get rid of our gear.
Yo me discutía mucho con eso. La maldad en human, se llamó. La carga. Eso, que no tenga autorización. Es importantísimo porque para que no te pongan en la vida por la cabeza. No, aquí le llaman el living. Sí, no, nosotros lo hicimos juntos. Ya, es importante. Y luego buscarte a alguien, persona que claro, si tengo que ser muy bien. No, tenía impresión, en la pared, ¿no? Ya. Entonces lo ponen ahí y como funciona todo. Y duró tanto tiempo. Como estaba debajo del árbol, un rinconcito bien bonito. Una pileta, así que finalmente lo hice tanto de mí. Así que eso también lo tengo que dejar instrucción. Claro, alguien tiene que hacer. Y luego todas inversiones, todo lo que tengas inversión. No, obviamente hay que todas las cosas que tengan inversión y cosas así, alguien tiene que decir y a quién se lo puede dar. No, eso está en
Oh, there?
Look at those backgrounds coming up. No, that's over on this side further too.
It's staying right on top.
No, because it's a huge triangle.
Over there. Look over there, Gus. Do you see that guy? He's
Oh,
coming
yeah,
out.
it's staying. And the one ahead of us is staying right on top. Two of them.
Yeah,
There's two of them there
Oh,
together.
1, 2, 3 different sets though to look at. Oh, and 4, because he's further over here. Oh, there you go.
It is American. Well, depends where they go.
That is American.
binoculars.